Back when I was 19, one of my friends almost got us killed during a weekend sleepover. I know that sounds dramatic, but after everything that happened that night, none of us ever went back to his house again. And to this day, I still don't know who was inside that basement with us. This happened in late October of 2021 in a small town outside Columbus. There were 4 of us total. Me, my best friend Tyler, his girlfriend Jenna, and Jenna's friend Kayla. Tyler's parents had gone out of town for the weekend, so naturally he invited everybody over for a Friday night hangout. Typical stuff. Movies, pizza, energy drinks, staying up till like 4 a.m. acting stupid. Tyler lived in this older 2-story house near the edge of town. The place wasn't creepy during the day, but at night it definitely had weird vibes. Especially because the house backed up to a patch of woods. And Tyler's basement always freaked me out. It wasn't finished. Just concrete floors, old shelves, one hanging light bulb, and a laundry room in the back. The kind of basement where your brain automatically imagines somebody standing in the corner. We got there around 8 p.m. Everything felt normal at first. We ordered pizza, watched horror movies, and messed around for a few hours. At one point Kayla joked about how Tyler's house looked like the setting of a serial killer documentary. Tyler laughed and said, "Dude, my basement is 100% haunted." Jenna immediately told him to shut up because she hated paranormal stuff. Around midnight, we decided to play hide-and-seek in the dark. Which already sounds dumb now looking back. But we were bored. Tyler killed all the downstairs lights except for the kitchen light near the staircase. The house instantly felt different. Too quiet. The only sound was the TV upstairs still playing quietly in Tyler's room. Kayla got picked to seek first while the rest of us scattered. I remember hiding in the basement behind the stairs. And I swear, even before anything happened, the basement felt wrong. Like somebody else was already down there. I could hear the pipes creaking overhead while I sat there trying not to laugh. Then I heard footsteps. Slow footsteps. Coming from deeper in the basement. At first I assumed it was Tyler messing with me. So I whispered, "Bro, you're not slick." No response. The footsteps stopped. Then I heard what sounded like something lightly scraping against concrete. I peeked around the side of the stairs expecting Tyler. Nobody. The basement was dark except for the weak light coming down from upstairs. That's when I noticed the laundry room door was open. I was positive it had been closed earlier. I stood there staring at it for a second. Then suddenly Kayla screamed upstairs. Like full panic screaming. Not joking around. Real screaming. I bolted upstairs immediately. Everybody came running into the living room at the same time except Tyler. Kayla looked terrified. Like genuinely terrified. Jenna kept asking what happened. Kayla said she saw somebody standing outside the kitchen window. Not moving. Just watching the house. Tyler finally came downstairs looking annoyed because he thought she was messing around. But Kayla was almost crying at this point. She kept saying, "I'm serious. There was somebody out there." Tyler grabbed a flashlight and checked outside through the back door. Nothing. No footprints either. At least none we could see. Eventually we calmed down and started joking again, but the mood honestly felt weird after that. Like everybody was low-key nervous now. Around 1:30 a.m., Jenna said she needed to grab her charger from Tyler's room upstairs. About 30 seconds later we heard her yell. "Guys." Not screaming. Just confused. We went upstairs and found her standing in the hallway holding her phone flashlight toward Tyler's bedroom. She looked pale. Tyler asked what was wrong. Then Jenna quietly said, "I thought one of you was in here." Tyler's room was empty. She explained that when she walked upstairs, she saw someone standing inside the room near the closet. She assumed it was me. But when she walked in and turned on the light, nobody was there. Tyler tried laughing it off, but even he looked uncomfortable now. Then Kayla asked a question that made my stomach drop. Wait, if Jenna was upstairs, and we were all downstairs? She looked at Tyler. Then who was walking around up there earlier? Nobody answered. Because all of us had heard footsteps overhead while sitting in the living room maybe 10 minutes before. And we all assumed it was Jenna. The energy in the house completely changed after that. Nobody wanted to admit they were scared, but you could tell. Around 2 a.m. we decided to just watch movies upstairs together instead of splitting up anymore. At some point Tyler mentioned grabbing more drinks from the basement fridge. Nobody volunteered to go with him. So he laughed and called us all babies before heading downstairs alone. About maybe 20 seconds later, we heard the basement door slam. Then Tyler yelled, "Dude, very funny." We all looked at each other confused. Because none of us had moved. Then Tyler yelled again. But this time he sounded scared. Actually scared. We ran downstairs. The basement light was off now. Tyler was standing near the bottom steps holding his phone flashlight. He looked completely freaked out. He kept asking, "Which one of you was down here?" Nobody answered. Tyler said he heard somebody running across the basement behind him. Then the basement door slammed shut. Jenna immediately wanted to leave. And honestly, I did too. But before we could even argue about it, Kayla suddenly froze staring toward the back of the basement. Toward the laundry room. Then she whispered, "Did you guys see that?" My entire body got cold. Because I had. For maybe half a second, I saw somebody move behind the laundry room doorway. Not clearly. Just a dark figure moving fast. Tyler walked toward the room yelling, "Who's there?" No answer. He pushed the laundry room door open wider. Empty. But then we heard something upstairs. Footsteps, heavy footsteps. Directly above us. All four of us stopped moving. Because we were all in the basement. The footsteps moved slowly across the living room ceiling overhead. Then stopped. Dead silence. Jenna started crying immediately. Tyler whispered, "Somebody's in the house." At that point panic fully kicked in. We ran upstairs together. Tyler grabbed a baseball bat from the hallway closet while I called 911. I remember my hands shaking so badly I almost dropped my phone. The dispatcher stayed on the line while we checked the first floor. Nothing, front door locked, back door locked. No broken windows. Then we heard it again. One loud creak upstairs. All of us looked toward the second floor at the same time. Tyler slowly started walking up with the bat. I still remember how quiet the house felt. Like even the air conditioning had stopped. We reached the hallway. Tyler's bedroom door was open. Closet door open too, nobody there. Then Kayla suddenly pointed toward the end of the hallway near the bathroom. There was mud on the floor, fresh mud. Like wet footprints. And they led directly to the attic pull-down ladder in the ceiling. Tyler stared up at it for a second before quietly saying, "No way." Then we heard movement above us. Something shifting in the attic. The police arrived maybe 3 minutes later. Longest 3 minutes of my life. 2 officers searched the attic with flashlights drawn. At first they didn't find anybody. Then one of them yelled for backup. Apparently there was a man hiding behind insulation near the far corner of the attic. The cops dragged him out in handcuffs. I'll never forget seeing him. Dirty clothes, sunken eyes, and this creepy smile on his face the entire time. According to police, the guy was homeless and had somehow been secretly living inside Tyler's attic for at least several days. They found food wrappers, water bottles, and stolen clothes up there. Meaning while we were hanging out all night, that guy had been above us the entire time, possibly watching us through the attic vent. But the part that still bothers me the most happened while police were taking him outside. One of the officers asked him how long he'd been staying there. The guy laughed a little and said, "Long enough to learn their names."